Toto Wolff takes revenge on Ferrari and Red Bull. The 2021 Formula One Series saw an epic battle between Mercedes and Red Bull. As a result, the former won their 8th straight Constructors' Championship, with Max Verstappen taking home the driver's crown for the latter. Toto Wolff has provided some insight into the strategy he employs to get the best output from himself and the other members of the group. But what are those secret methods he provided to deceive their competitors? Well, in this video, we are going to uncover all these secret strategies for you. Keep watching this video until the last so that you don't miss anything out. With that being said, let's dive in. Prior to that, Mercedes and Ferrari frequently competed for the championship, though less frequently in 2018 and 2019. Ferrari used a supermotor in 2019. That the FIA eventually ruled to be illegal, and they were able to compete with Mercedes on some circuits, primarily Monza and Spa, where Charles Leclerc won for the Reds in his first season with the team. Ferrari and Red Bull, the two race winners, were considerably ahead of the defending Constructors winners, with Red Bull's reliability problems giving Mercedes unexpected but significant points. The 2022 season will feature a variety of new obstacles for every team due to broad revisions in the aerodynamic rules, and Mercedes has thus far been one of the biggest losers. After all those 3 seasons, Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton consistently won both championships, while Ferrari consistently lagged behind. In a lengthy interview for LinkedIn's This Is Working series, the head of the Mercedes squad was questioned how he keeps his adversaries near as a reflection that they are still people. In the face of fierce competition, symbolized by the most advanced Formula One machinery built by some of the world's most motivated, well-resourced, and brilliant mechanical engineers, it might be simple to overlook this factor. Wolff disclosed that he used a unique strategy, which he has pushed at a root and branch level at Mercedes, to take off a photo of the equivalent from a competing team that keeps it on his desk. Toto Wolff discussed their most recent battle with Red Bull and how it differs from the one they fought with Ferrari in a separate interview with Automotor UND Sport. The power of the Ferrari came from the engines, he explained. We were aware that if we could make up for the advantage on the straights, we could defeat them. Ferrari continued to make errors. Wolff said, with Red Bull, there was a free discussion of blows, like two fighters trading punches. The Austrian continued, it's impossible for me to gauge how Red Bull is set up inside. That's where my team differs from Red Bull. Wolff might use his desk display of Red Bull squad manager Christian Horner as an illustration of this. But does he really have a framed image of Horner, staring at him all day at work? According to some psychologists, especially sports psychologists, a sustained performance must originate within you, Wolff remarked. I think this is sort of the eventual aim, but working with enemy building is quite simple. When you understand who your contrary member in the team is in the other corporation, you envision that you have the person's picture published out on your workstation or in your diary. You look at them constantly. You notice that individual and ask yourself, what is she or he working right now? When you're struggling a little, when you appear overworked, or when you're concentrating about the other things, what should I do to achieve better than that person? I can assure you that I would have 3 windows open on my laptop, and when I click on those windows, 3 faces appear. Wolff declined to disclose these individuals' identities, but hints that they will be not connected to Formula One. Irrespective of what Wolff says, the smart bet will be on Mercedes and Red Bull to once again produce the best cars under the new regulations. However, as Red Bull will continue to develop the RB16B through the conclusion of the 2021 season, Mercedes may have a chance to get a leg up. Wolff disagrees and states, we also believe that last year, then the rules were altered, eliminating our time advantage. He issued a warning. At this point, the growth curve for the cars of 2022 is still increasing, so fast that you can't foresee who will do it finer and more shrewdly. After urging his entire squad to locate their equivalents and use a similar strategy. Wolff added that one of the most important steps in getting the best performance out of his employees is to acknowledge their unique methods of doing so, as opposed to attempting to apply a general one-size-fits-all strategy. Whether it's a soccer club or a firm, extracting top-notch performance is not always about spending 80 hours per week whilst under continual pressure, he said. It also implies that you must be able to uplift, excite, and motivate oneself. It is necessary to strike a balance between the two sides. Furthermore, it doesn't have just one aspect. Our personalities are complicated. Contrary to what leaders typically believe, everyone thinks like me. We are all unique. And it's this that piques my interest. Additionally, the situation is not static. There may be periods during the season when it is extremely stressful and folks are on the verge of burnout. However, we're attempting to account for that and make sure that this occurs in cycles and that individuals can in fact regenerate. I say that now as if it were going to be a home run. Not at all. We are under pressure, but we are making an effort to minimize that because it is improving performance. Prior to the race weekend in Shanghai, Mercedes has been on high alert following Sebastian Vettel's convincing victory for Ferrari, but Wolff feels that after finishing second in Melbourne, Hamilton has the resolve to retaliate. The Austrian remarked, "Lewis is the best Lewis I've seen in the last 4 years, both on and off the track. He has established himself as a pillar of the team, as he demonstrated in Melbourne. You'll be shown to be mistaken very fast if you believe that your past successes would guarantee your win in the future. You must pinpoint the problem, recognize your vulnerabilities, and take appropriate action." Hamilton, who kept himself busy last week by doing some scuba diving, has already triumphed 4 times in China. But the quadruple world champion is aware of his slow start to the 2016 season. Before the British driver found his footing in Monaco for the 6th race of the year, former teammate Nico Rosberg won 4 straight races. Rosberg was replaced by Valtteri Bottas, a Finn who finished 3rd in Australia on his Silver Arrows debut. Kimi Räikkönen, the 2007 champion, finished 4th, and all indications point to another close race between the 2 best clubs in China. However, Ferrari has displayed outstanding early pace. He added, "There are still places where we can improve. It's important to complete our own research in order to optimize our efficiency, not to turn to the competitors for motivation." While preparing for this week, Bottas tweeted pictures of himself jogging naked along a beach in Bali. He will be aiming to make a big splash in Shanghai, though Vettel and Hamilton are the favorites. Early battles also made it evident that Red Bull had lost their edge, as young Dutch driver Max Verstappen finished 6th and Daniel Ricciardo had a weekend to remember. Red Bull, who were anticipated to push Mercedes and Ferrari, suffered a setback when the Australian crashed into a wall in training and then slowed to a standstill on lap 29 of the race. Verstappen alleged that the Red Bulls were lacking in power, traction, and downforce, and the team technicians will work quickly to address the car's equilibrium difficulties before the weekend. After 3 years of stifling Mercedes' supremacy, Ferrari's win in Australia offered Formula One fans reason for optimism. However, the larger cars and thicker tires of 2017 seem to have made approaching more difficult. Verstappen was also unable to catch Hamilton despite having newer tires, and Hamilton was far from the only driver to express displeasure with the greater air pollution brought on by the updated aerodynamics. However, the Shanghai track should be a more reliable predictor than Melbourne's street circuit, and Mercedes will be hoping for a 4th straight Chinese triumph to signal the return to business as usual. So, what do you think? Will Mercedes be able to win the upcoming race by implementing Toto Wolff techniques? Do share your thoughts in the comments below. If you are a Formula One fan, hit the like button, and most importantly, if you don't want to miss any of our Formula One content, you should subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon. By doing that, you'll never miss any video of Formula One. See you in the next one. Until then, have a wonderful day. Oh wait, Before you go, who will be the new Formula One World Champion 2023? Answer in the comment below.